Hi, everybody. Andrea Twarowski here. How is everybody doing so far? Hopefully awesome, and hopefully you are all starting to get sales, but please do not be discouraged if you're not, because it takes time. These things don't happen overnight. It might seem that other people are able to get sales overnight, but trust me, it's not true. They have been working hard, because I talked to so many people this past week, and they've all just pretty much said, well, how come this person always seems to be getting so many sales? How come this person's posting once a week only, yet they're selling like 10 things a day? That's not the case, okay? It may look like it, but these things take time and people work very, very hard to get those sales. But once you get the ball rolling, the good news is you do not have to work nearly as hard to make the sales, because people know you, people trust you, people follow you, and then other people see that they're following you and then they follow suit. So that's just kind of how these things work. But today I want to talk to you guys about Instagram, because this is a very important topic and a very common topic where people just pretty much say, okay, should I be posting on Instagram? Should I be posting on Facebook? Should I be doing Pinterest? Should I be doing all of them? Should I be only focusing on one? Like, what are the hard set rules on posting? What are the hard set rules on Instagram, for example? So I could talk about social media forever, but I'm going to talk about Instagram today because this seems to be a common spot where a lot of people on Etsy want to sell from, or they seem to think that they will get their customers from Instagram the most, and that's only partly true. Because I find for Instagram, it's not for everybody. So your target market may not be on Instagram. It's hard to say. They probably are, yes, but it's a lot harder to gain followers. I should say quality followers. Now I can't even say that, but yeah. So it's a lot harder to do it on Instagram than it is on Facebook, because not everybody yet is on Instagram, but it is growing very, very fast, even a little bit quicker than Facebook is now, because Facebook is kind of at a standstill. It's amazing, obviously, but Instagram is starting to grow a little bit faster. So I want to teach you guys kind of how to do that. So if you're not on Instagram yet, yes, you should be. But the main things that I'm going to talk about are how to make your Instagram story look like it's part of a theme. Because people who post on Instagram and those people who look on Instagram are more attracted to the photos of the images, okay? Because that's all you see on Instagram are the images. And when you're on Instagram, you have to think, well, what images sort of catch your eye? What types of photos attract your eye? So you have to think about that too. And the thing about Instagram is, yes, you may have amazing photos and get a lot of followers, but they just may be liking and commenting on everybody's post because they want you to do the same for them. So I'll talk about that a little bit as well, because I find that a lot of clients come to me after they've been on Instagram. They have a lot of followers. For some reason, I can't say that word today. That is so funny. But they're not getting any sales from that. So let me kind of teach you guys first how to theme your Instagram. So I'm going to actually share my screen, and I want to give you guys an example. So here's an example. Can everybody see this okay here? So this is just somebody that I found on Instagram a couple weeks ago. And this is a perfect example of how you should theme your Instagram. So I'm not going to talk about the text yet, but I'm just going to talk about the images and how the images look. So do you all see all of these images are kind of the same type, but more importantly, they are of the same color scheme. So you do not see a light image and then a dark image and then a purple image. No, they are all, it looks like she is using the same filter for all of them. So when somebody sees an image like this, they kind of know over time that it is from her. They're not all of the same things, but you can tell she has used the same filter for all of them. So that is, I guess, rule number one. is for your images, use the same filter or even the same 2 filters or even 3. Like I've seen sometimes in an Instagram storyboard where somebody will do, they will do the same, say light filter for the right side and the middle, and then they will use, let's just say, a much darker filter for the last image, or they will use a blue filter, a purple filter, you know, to give their storyboard more creativity. So that's okay too. I personally prefer to use the same filter for all of the images so that I know that people who are keeping an eye on that page will notice when they post something new and go, oh, well, he or she has posted something new. It looks amazing. I'm going to click. And even as you're, say, looking on your home screen, and if you're sort of looking through, you might go, oh, well, that's a neat image here. Let me just click on that. And then you click on it, and then it does offer some more information. So I guess, you know, you want images that will attract the eye. And typically, the more contrast the image has, that seems to attract our eyes the most. If an image is super, super dark, people don't tend to click on those as much, if that makes sense. If somebody only has images in black and white, people don't tend to click on those as much. If there's lots of color, lots of contrast, people like that and they will click on it. But look how all of the filters are the same. So I'm going to show you guys one more just to prove my point. Let me just pull up another screen here. There we go. Let me show you guys. So this is another one. Look at how all of the images have the same filter. They are not of the same sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, as you can see, there's a picture of her here, and then a picture of her kitchen, and then a picture of her and her dog, and then a neat stock looking type of picture here. So they're not all of her, or all of her kitchen, or all stock types of photos, because she wants to attract interest, right? But every single image, it looks like she's using the same filter. And as you see, there is tons of contrast. So are the images black and white? No. Are the images too dark where it's hard to see? No. They are easy on the eyes. They are nice to look at. And I mean, if I saw something like this as an example, I would go, oh, that looks awesome. I would click that and then look at it more. You know, so you want people to click your images and to like them. So that's kind of the whole point, right? And then, of course, more importantly, you want people to go, oh, she is posting some pretty cool stuff. Let's look to see what she does. So I will talk about what you should be putting in this main part here in about 5 minutes. So does everybody see how by using the same filter and making the images look the same, you're following a certain theme, and people like themes. Instagram is all about themes. So let's say you're selling necklaces, okay? Take lots of pictures. They do not have to be, you know, always looking down at the necklace, always looking sideways, always looking this. You can have some creativity that way, but always use the same filter and make the images as light and bright and colorful as you can. Okay, depending on the target market, like if you're selling, I don't know, black candles or something, you know, just because I saw something on Instagram the other day where somebody was selling, it looked like to me, candles and crystals. And all of her candles and crystals seem to either be black, like purple, a dark burgundy, you know, so dark colors. So for her, a darker filter might make more sense because her target market seems to be attracted to those dark colors. So it does depend on your target market, but more often than not, you want a light, bright filter with lots of contrast. And you might be wondering, well, how do I take professional photos? Because these are obviously professional photos, right? She has hired a professional photographer, and not all of us have the money for that. So the best thing you can do is to take a picture in front of a window, a nice large one with lots of natural light. So the first thing that I pretty much tell my clients, which you might think is obvious, but it's not, don't take pictures at nighttime, because you have to turn on the lights. Your lights often in your house have like a orange or a yellow sort of tone to them, and it does not make anything look very nice. There are certain lighting equipments you can buy that are, you know, $40 to $2,000, you know, they help a lot as well. But if you're new at this, you might not want to spend the money yet. Even there's a ring light that you can buy for your cell phone that helps a lot too, and they're typically $20, maybe $40. So obviously the more expensive they are, it probably has more features, different types of lights, but that is a good investment. But if you don't want to invest yet, I do understand, because when I first started, I didn't want to spend any money until I made money, right? So I would just take photos in front of a window. I noticed that in my house, I got the most natural light and the nicest natural light in a room upstairs around from like 11 till 2 p.m. So I would take all of my photos at that time, and then I would put them through a photo editing app. I would make it as light and as bright as possible, and then post that. So it does help a lot. And a lot of these photo editing apps on the in the app store are free. You do not have to spend the money if you don't want to, right? So that's just kind of the first thing, is to take good images. You do not have to pay a lot of money for that, and you need to have a theme. So speaking of a theme, what I like to tell my clients when they post on Instagram is to post in threes, or at the very least, you know, post 3 photos throughout the day, so that if somebody clicks on your main profile, they see, you know, 3 themed images in a row. Some of us say to post in 6s, and some of us say to post in 9s, so that if somebody's looking at your profile, they go, oh, all of these 6 photos look like they go together. Or, oh, all of these 9 photos, you know, look like they go together. Whereas if you're only posting, say, 1 at a time, then it might not attract people as much. But at the same time, how I feel is if you're posting 9 at a time, you're overloading somebody's feed, and then they kind of get annoyed. So I like to post either 3 at a time or 3 throughout the day, so that I can keep that consistent theme. So I find that that helps. But another thing about posting, so before you start posting too much, make sure that the main line here is short and sweet and lets people know who you are and what you do, and make it sound as creative as possible. You could say something like, hey guys, I make the most amazing modern statement necklaces out there. My link is here, or, you know, shop here now. Keep it short and sweet, okay? I had a client who sells lipstick that lasts all day called Lip Sense. For her profile, it was something like, hi guys, my name is Shannon. I sell the best long-lasting lip color. It lasts up to 18 hours. It is perfect for the busy mom. Shop the link here, you know. So short and sweet, but as soon as people clicked on her profile, they knew how to order if they wanted to, right? Because it's one thing to look at all of these amazing images and then go, okay, well, I kind of want, you know, that shirt or that hat, you know, well, how do I order that, you know? So if you always put a link in your small area here, and then you could say link to order, you know, or something like that. So make it obvious for people to order if they want to. I can't stand when I see something on Instagram and, you know, like even I saw something the other day, a jewelry cleaner that just looked amazing, you know, because this person posted a photo of a bottle of a jewelry cleaner and her shiny engagement ring next to the bottle. Like, I just thought that she did such a good job with the image. I clicked on it and thought, oh my God, like I would like to order that stuff too. And she's saying that it's only $12.99. Well, that's easy, right? But there was no link to order it, okay? So I'm thinking, well, I don't have time to comment to ask her for the link because she should be posting it. Maybe not everybody thinks that, but since I do this whole Instagram marketing thing, that's the first thing that I think of is, oh, how come she's not posting a link? Because I would have ordered in a second if she had a link. But since it's not there, I'm no longer interested. I'm thinking about something else, right? So always post a link. And when you post, you guys, hashtags is the thing, okay? Instagram accepts up to 30 hashtags. The first 15 hashtags should be the most important because Instagram, for some reason, looks at the first 15 more so. And then they look to see how many people are posting using the same hashtag. So if everybody's posting using the same hashtag, then Instagram knows, oh, well, this is a good hashtag. So we should actually post these images more because people are more interested. So that's how it works. So with hashtags, so when you post something, okay, don't put too many hashtags in your main post because you want to put the hashtags in the comments, okay? You may or may not know this, but you want to put hashtags more so in the comments. For my clients, I put about 3 to 4 hashtags at the most in the main post, and then right away, I will post that, and then I will comment, and then add up to 30 hashtags. But please remember that the first 15 are the most important. So if you notice, a lot of people on Instagram, or if you haven't noticed, they put a lot of their hashtags in the comments because they know that that's how Instagram works. Because if you put them all in the main post, Instagram only looks at the first 5. So all of those other hashtags, Instagram isn't paying attention to. But if you put them in the comments, they look at all 30, but the first 15 are the most important. So you want to put things in there that will attract people to your image and put things in there that are trending. So you might be wondering, well, how do I know what's trending? Let me show you how. So a perfect example, so can everybody still see my screen okay here? So all you do here, now I don't know if it's going to work on my laptop because I haven't tried it yet, but what you do, so let's say you sell necklaces. I wonder if it's gonna work. Yes, it does. So put in a hashtag necklaces, and then you can see which ones have the most hashtags, right? So clearly necklaces have more than if you were to put necklaces with 2 S's, you know? So you want to do the ones that have the most hashtags because those are the ones that are trending. I was working on somebody's profile the other day who sells purses, actually. So she makes her own purses. So what you do is you want to look at the hashtag purses. So which ones trend the most? So I would say purses, and then you have purses or purse swag. So you may not have thought to put a hashtag purse swag. I know I wouldn't have thought about that initially, but this is how you find the hashtags that are trending. So you want to put in purses, you want to put in purse swag, purse spray. Well, if it's not a purse spray, then I wouldn't put that in there. It's not a bad thing to do that, but you know, it just sort of shows you which of the posts are trending. But then take it a step further and say, okay, well, this purse happens to be purple. So let's see what is trending for a purple purse. So purse purple, Not a lot, so you don't want to add that in there. You can if you want to, but I don't see the point because people aren't, searching for purse purple. But how about you put in purple purse? Okay, oh my gosh. So see, so purple purse is trending a lot more than purse purple, which kind of makes sense, right? Because that's how we talk. If we're looking for a purple purse, we would typically type in purple purse, right? So I would put that in there. But as you can see, the other ones aren't trending that much. So I would say, okay, so purple purse, yes, I'll put that in there, but people aren't looking for a certain color purse. So what else might they be looking for? So what's another name for purse? Let's say tote. So that's another name for purse. These are trending quite well. So I would even say tote, and then I'd put in totes seems to be trending quite well as well. But then let's say you still would like to add purple in there somewhere. So let's look up purple tote. It's not trending that well. Like you want to see thousands upon thousands of posts, not 148. That's not really trending. I'm not saying don't put it in there, but I would not put it in the first, let's say 15 hashtags, right? Because those are the most important. But let's say you're thinking, okay, I want purple in there somewhere. So look up purple and then see what is trending the most. So purple is trending a lot. So I would just simply put in purple, okay? And then if you look at purple hair, well, you're not selling hair or, whatever. So you might not want to put that in there, because if you start putting hashtags in there that have nothing to do with your image, that just looks bad, okay? And we can all tell when people are just sort of putting random things in there, and it's kind of just not a nice thing to do, if that makes sense, okay? We can tell, it's pretty obvious, and you lose trust, if that makes sense. So some quick examples. So look up what is trending, okay? And depending on the target market you are in, there are certain things that you should be posting that you might not have thought are trending because it's not something you would think to look up, but they are. Like as an example, if you do a hashtag pretty little things, that one's trending like crazy. So look at this, you guys. So 459 plus 1,000. So pretty little things could apply to anything, right? It could apply to purses. It could apply to shirts. It could apply to coffee mugs. It could apply to anything. So a lot of you should be adding this hashtag pretty little things. And I'm just going to click on that. So see all of the things that people are, putting that as part of their hashtag. It's pretty random because they know that that is what's trending, right? So these are just kind of the things that we know. If we're a coach, if we deal with marketing, we sort of know the hashtags to pick apart and then to let our clients know to attract more people. So I use this actually for most of my clients. I mean, depending on what you sell. Like if you're selling, I had a client, which client was it? A client that cut dog's hair. So she owned her own business. She cut dog's hair Monday to Thursday. So pretty little things wouldn't apply to her, right? So yes, I use this hashtag a lot, but for certain people, that just wouldn't make sense. And if she's posting a picture of the dog, of the hair that she cut, if I put pretty little things in the hashtag, the wrong people are looking at that post, right? They might be like, why am I seeing a picture of a dog when I'm looking for pretty little things? So you do have to be careful. So that's why it does help so much to hire a professional to help you out, because, you may be thinking, okay, well, this sounds awesome, but I don't know how to get started. So hire somebody to help you get started. Ask me anything too. I am more than happy to help. Like I tend to help clients. I like to help them to get started for the first 2 or 3 months, and then they're pretty confident and they can usually handle it on themselves if they want to and if they have the time. I've had clients that say after 3 months, like, okay, this looks awesome. I'm going to try to do it myself, you know. And then they send me a message like a week or two later saying, oh my God, this is a lot of work. I don't know how you do it. It looks really easy, but I'm actually losing followers now because you're not helping me. So I kind of want to hire you back again. So can you start like tomorrow? So it may look easy, it may look simple, and it is to a certain extent, but it takes time. And your time should be spent on other things, right? Like you have to spend your time making new products because I can't do that for you. Because that's you, right? You have to spend the time making new products, but don't be afraid to hire out to have somebody help you with your Instagram. Because here, I will stop sharing my screen so you can see me a little bit easier here. So don't be afraid to hire somebody out to help you with your posting, to help you with your Instagram. Honestly, it will save you so much time. You will feel so much less overworked because we do everything for you, okay? Like typically for a client account, I spend on each client, 2 hours every day, planning and posting, looking up hashtags that are trending on each and every single client. So can you imagine you having to spend 2 hours every day only on Instagram? That's a long time, and you will become exhausted. You will become overwhelmed. You will hate everything. You will say, I own my own business, but I don't have time to create things because I'm trying to post. But you do have to post to get the followers. You do have to post to get the sales. So once that happens, you will get sales, because the key is to get your products in front of the right people, because you may have the most amazing products, but if people don't see it, they can't buy. I say this even all the time, like I had 12 new clients last week and they all have amazing stuff. I'm like, I want to buy this. Like, you have amazing stuff. You are so talented. But if I didn't meet them, if I didn't know them, I would not have come across their shop. It just wouldn't happen. There are people out there who want to spend money. There are people out there who want to help out small business owners. Christmas is coming, you guys. People want to spend money. People want to buy things for people. They want to buy things for themselves. It's just you have to get the word out there. So to do a quick recap, so for Instagram, now is the time to start, okay? Think about a theme. Think if you want, certain types of images. So the least amount of work you should do today is to take a lot of photos. Take tons of photos. So then that way you have those, put them in a folder on your laptop or whatever, so that when you are posting on Instagram, you have lots to pick from. And use the same filter. People love nice, bright images. Colorful with high contrast. So show off your amazing product. So pick a theme and then make sure to have amazing hashtags. Look to see which hashtags are trending. If you need help with this, you guys, please let me know. And if you're overwhelmed, which happens, that's okay. Ask me for help and I am more than happy to help you, okay? If you need to hire me, I am more than happy to help you, because this is what I do every day. And people always, always thank me, because once you're able to post, you will get sales. So it pays for itself. If you're not posting, you are missing out on that huge opportunity, which means you are missing out on some huge money. And once you have some followers, people following you, then more people start to follow you. I can pretty much guarantee all of my clients within the first half an hour, I'm not exaggerating here, within the first half an hour, they are able to get at least 70 new likes within the first half an hour. That's pretty good. And if you don't believe me, let me prove it to you. Every single client gets at least 70 new likes within a half an hour. Even if your Instagram account is brand new, 70 new likes, and I wrote this down, at least 22 new followers within a half an hour. So imagine what happens after 24 hours. Tons, okay? It makes a difference to post. So if you need help, let me know. I hope this helped. And speaking of lighting, I hope that the lighting's okay, because I'm normally in my office, but it just seems very dark today because it's a little bit cloudy outside, so I kind of moved everything to another room. So hopefully everybody can see me. But if you have questions, let me know. Good luck, and you will do amazing and make lots and lots of money. So I will see you guys in the next video.